What's up, everybody? We hope you're having a great day and would like to thank you for coming across this short video. Movies that change lives. Mainevent is a movie company, that's right, as a company that is in process of making feature films. Now, where I currently live, and from where I'm from, in Scotland here, it's extremely hard to get funding to do, well, practically anything creative. So, I've made a quick video to explain to you what it is we're currently doing, why we're doing what we're doing, and what we're actually fundraising for. You all need to know how that benefits our community, and even communities in countries as far as Africa, Brazil, and Australia. My name is Adam, aka DocJV. I'm an artist and a producer, and also a movie director and a scriptwriter. I also box, and if you jump over to maineventfilms.com, you'll find out why all of this is even relevant as we fundraise to make an impact on people like you and I to bring awareness to what the world is currently calling mental health issues. Now, I was raised in a good family, but always felt different. And being mixed race from a Christian family who ran a cafe and a restaurant in the Clyde Valley in Scotland, it kind of made me feel like I didn't fit into my surroundings. There are always pressures around us on a daily basis, especially for youths fighting to find their own identity without being polluted by others' judgment on how much money they project to have, how big their lips are, which is funny because when I was growing up, mixed race, I mean, it was something that peers would make fun of. Now everybody is wearing fake tan and paying for collagen. Nonetheless, we're told to focus on the wrong things from the get-go by the world around us. Like what trainers that we're wearing and how many Insta followers that we have, and indeed to what extent we will go to even gain more attention. There are people in situations from all walks of life that differ but carry the same outcomes. Tragically, coping mechanisms kick in like alcohol, drugs, numerous toxic relationships. It brings a feeling of brokenness, and everything we seem to build under pressure on brokenness never stands for very long. We can't actually build our houses on matchsticks, because every time something rubs up against us the wrong way, one strike, and everything goes up in flames. I know because I've lived a lot of my life continually building on broken foundations due to the lack of support, being able to express my feelings and anxieties. Because taller mixed race guys, they don't have feelings, right? It's like most of my life I was taught that all of that stuff was weakness, yet it was all it was doing was making me, really feel weaker. For me, things began to change through being able to identify. Now, I have beliefs, but one thing is for sure, we as humans were never made to sit down and just shut up and suffer in silence. You know what? Even when you're trying to break out of the mold and actually enjoy your life by helping others and speaking truths, it's like the whole structure is against you. There is very little support. Tabloids in general like bad news. It makes money, right? And encouragement for you breaking out of that mold to do what it is that you're good at is almost taken very tongue-in-cheek and very little encouragement, to put it politely. So, Mainevent Films wants to change all of that. There was so many times when I was impacted by films which presented others' hardship, emotions, inspirations, relationship troubles, seclusion, addiction, failure, success, and there are many lessons, I believe, in stories which can connect with people who you get to watch them, who would maybe never initially walk into a support group, counselling session, or for some even know that they were not the only ones feeling the way they do, and their depression, lack of happiness, abuse, fear, anxiety, and everything that would stop someone from becoming who they were made to be. For me, movies and documentaries are a great way to get real life stories out there and start spreading hope, positive suggestions, and to give a voice to the voiceless, present solutions for disaster, and to physically provide a network of help and activity within the communities that we can reach. Okay, sounds great. How do we do that, big man? I'll tell you, really quickly and simply. We're physically setting up practical help which brings focus in safe places to share, identify and talk. It's about being vocal with how we are really feeling that can begin to solve the only roots people feel they have for comfort that are gripping our nations, such as alcohol, drugs, porn, numerous relationships, crime and suicide itself. If truly you can look past the fantastic Instapics. Collectively, we ain't doing that well at all. I'm not going to bore you with the statistics. We're more than just numbers. We're humans who should be fighting for each other. So, we are running support groups and many different communities that include boxing training, boxing shows for those participants to work towards, giving youths and adults a chance to be a part of something with people who are suffering pressures of life and other mental health issues, that will offer a chance for everybody that takes part a chance to speak to people who have come through the other side and talk openly about what they struggle with. That support may begin. Now, volleyball mornings, running groups, these are all activities that can help. We also want to be able to run free workshops on how to make and produce music, how to write a song, and indeed set up groups which train people in the arts, which are a great way to express, such as weekly workshops and sharing sessions on how to operate a camera and eventually to have equipment available and buildings obtained, allowing people to come and create movies, songs and events to give them a target to work towards, which brings a sense of achievement for the individual. We're living in the period of where the world, is disaster with rife, like a pandemic. People are depressed, yet on the flip side, these times hold a generation who are extremely talented. We want to create realistic opportunities. We want to give people a chance to express themselves, be real about how they are feeling, and find support through what we will eventually be able to offer with many teams of our own professionals. That all costs a lot of money. So as a social enterprise, I want to be able to use ticket sales from movies to push this all the way to box office. From that money that our company will make, will be able to build all of what I've just mentioned. There's equipment currently that's needed. There's a lot we do currently with people to help. There's also a lot of other men who do this in their own ways, and women. Being active can overcome so much. I've been invited this April to go to Kenya to play music which talks in a very real way about my own experiences that I've had challenges with. The crowd again this year is set to be 1 million strong. We as a company are filming this man's life who is organising it. Aside from our documentaries, it will be our first major movie. This man is an ordinary African man who was abandoned at birth, was involved with gangs, who lived on the street. He made nothing. Amaya Wycliffe now set up a church. A huge simple building which simply physically feeds thousands of people, orphans, and also visits jails where there are many wrongly accused and don't even have a cover to sleep in over there. If you're jailed and don't have money or support, you die there without food. It's tragic. We have many visits planned this year to be able to bring resources and to help set up hospitals eventually, open up routes to medical care, develop schools, and create safe buildings from the violent streets where they can learn skills and opportunities and be fed. It all starts with the basic help. And so our boxing event and concerts are raising money to help not just those here who suffer mental health pressures, who are going through addiction and homelessness, but also to directly save lives and reach those who we can, working alongside Amaya Wycliffe over in Kenya. The money we raise is to bring change and practical help, activities and points I've mentioned throughout this video, which breaks the stigma on silent sufferers and forms a network which starts with the projects we are working on right now. To support us, no matter how large or small, jump over to the website and see how you can get involved. You might have a story or a situation that we can film through a documentary that will inspire others. You can buy tickets on our fundraising events to help us in the work that we're dedicated to for the concerts we're travelling with, boxing events that are taking place, or you might just want to help by donating towards us for the work we do. To enable all of this steadily to become possible, there is a fountain of information over there on the website and links for you to support us. That's what we are embarking on, the journey to producing movies which can change lives. Look out for downloads, like our page, and join us this week as we begin to publicise all of our events, see tickets, and invite you to watch inspiring messages from everybody involved, upload material, on our Facebook and our website. Send us some stories and let's chat. Possibly a weekly active support group is something that we can join together working on within your community to work towards a practical and positive impact in your community for those of you who are interested. At the end of this month, myself and my wife will be releasing a book about our lives and challenges we have faced individually and together. And books, are a great way to present openly and communicate subjects we both feel that we could identify with yourselves with, from a range of different upsets, disappointments, failed relationships, having children, mental health issues, which led to alcohol abuse, even complex situations which I found myself in diverse circumstances. You can read all this at your own leisure, and my prayer is that even that one person may find hope, even a little bit of inspiration, that you would find identity and find your own road to being feeling useful, to be able to overcome the challenges that we face daily and ultimately walk with hope and find peace. Look, I really thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Join us on our journey as we do something different. It's not easy, but nothing ever is. And remember, there is always hope, no matter what it is that you are going through. Find somebody to talk to, start talking, reach out. Have a great day.